lovely afternoon. Welcome. This is Game Plan on 99.7 Joe FM. It's also live on Hits 103.9 FM. My name is Fentio Tahiru Fentio. The show is Game Plan. And you're all welcome to the show on this Friday afternoon. It's the end of July 2026. Today is the 31st day of 2026 July. The 7th month of the year is officially over. And we now have exactly 5 more months to the end of the year. 22 minutes in the studios of Joy 99.7 FM here in Kokomlemle. 22 minutes past the hour 1 p.m. And we are on from now till 3 p.m. bringing you the best perspective from the biggest stories from the world of sports, of course. And this week it has been quite the drama. Quite the drama. There is a threat to boycott the FIFA World Cup from UEFA. And that is all because FIFA intends to sell a stake of its competitions to private equity. UEFA says no way, football is not for sale. If you go ahead with this, we will not play in any FIFA organized competition. That includes the World Cup, the Women's World Cup next year. We will not play in any FIFA organized competition if this goes ahead. It's a very strong position they've taken. UEFA and its 55 members. CONMEBOL and its 44 members. CONMEBOL is basically North America, the USA, the Panama, the Canada. They say they stand with UEFA and that FIFA didn't necessarily consult with them before coming up with this proposal. But they kind of leave a small leeway. Maybe if the proposals are done, perhaps they could change their position. They are not as firm as UEFA. Same as the AFC, the Asian Football Confederation. They've also released a statement with their 47 members saying they stand firmly with UEFA as well. But there's been no word from Oceania and from, that's right, the Confederation of African Football. They say they have an executive meeting next week to decide where they stand on this matter. But already the pieces are falling. FIFA seems to be crumbling on itself. A house collapsing on itself. Gianni Infantino's senior advisor has stepped down. Is that the end of the Gianni era at FIFA? Is this it? Or is there a way around this? Or is it a simple case of simply dropping this whole idea and then just go on as things continue? Go on as usual? Or will this mark the beginning of what could be a real push to get him out? Because FIFA goes to Congress next March. And Infantino is standing for re-election. What does all of this mean? But the whole idea itself, what does it even mean? Because I'm sure there are a lot of people listening to me right now very confused about this whole commercialized thing. Are they selling the World Cup? They're selling a stake of the World Cup. What does all of that mean? The guys have been researching. Sicho has made himself FIFA biographer. So do stay with us, because we will give you a proper breakdown and a proper understanding of what this is all about and why it's creating such a fuss around the world as far as the football world is concerned. We're already seeing some individual FAs supporting. We've seen other former FA presidents supporting. But ours, the Ghana Football Association, has remained tight-lipped on this matter. Remember, they're guaranteeing every FA $20 million if they vote yes for this. $20 million. So, the UEFA says they're not interested. They are not interested. None of their members are interested. AFC says they weren't properly consulted. They think this should be halted. CONMEBOL says the same. CAF says they'll meet next week to decide. So, Listen, it's going to be a packed show. What does all of this mean for our football and for global football? Could that spell the end for the World Cup as we know it? I'm not even exaggerating, because UEFA says they are not going to play in the World Cup. Can you imagine a FIFA World Cup without UEFA? Because if FIFA doesn't drop this and they try to push ahead with it and they get it, and they even manage to get all the other confederations on their side to vote yes for this, it means this will pass. And UEFA has said, if this goes ahead, they will never play in the FIFA World Cup. So there is a potential that this actually does go ahead without UEFA, because they're the only ones to say, if this goes ahead, we will not play a FIFA World Cup. Even though the AFC and CONMEBOL have all released statements to kind of say that they want further deliberations and further consultations on this matter, and that they don't think it's good for football, they haven't explicitly stated that they're boycotting the World Cup as well. So it could be very interesting. It could be very interesting. Do stay with us here, because we've got the guys to give you the proper breakdown of everything that's been happening. We've got some transfer news as well to come. Chelsea are signing pensioners. Jordan Henderson and Welbeck, Danny Welbeck to Chelsea. Yes, Christo. Hey, God. Alright, the show is live and interactive on social media. We're streaming on YouTube and on X Spaces, on the Joy FM handle, of course. Find us there. Also, remember that the show is always available as a vlog, as a video podcast on the Joy News YouTube page. You can always find it after the show is done, so that's the way we can catch up on the show. The guys are here: Sicho Flavor Stream, Daniel Cranting, and of course Victor Achutamaklo. Hi guys, how you doing? Sue.
There's something here on TikTok.
Outfit check. Yes.
See, hi guys. My shirt is full.
I'm aware. It is you now. It is not me. Don't mind them. You don't fix them. Make you don't mind them. You know, go check that thing before we come here. Then if you start talking, say I already hear. It is on.
I can't hear friend too.
You can't hear us.
He got me. Couldn't hear you, Paul.
But can you hear us now?
Yes, I'm trying to.
I should be you fix that, man.
Hey, he can't fix it. He didn't fix it before. Anyway, Zicho, say something.
Sue.
Okay, good. Achu.
Hi.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I think we're good now. You can hear everybody now, no?
You didn't hear me?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay, good.
Super.
Anyway, Philip, how you doing?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm doing well. Great.
You had a good week?
Yeah, it's been a good week. Fruitful one. Yeah,
See, I'm looking nice.
no, Danny is showing that he went to US.
Yeah. Super.
We're finally beginning to see signs of the ice.
No, he's
showing that he was.
Did he really just say, "See, I'm looking nice"?
No, he said, "Say I'm looking nice."
Say I'm looking nice.
Yeah, but he has to say it. It's true.
Sicho should say you are looking nice.
Yeah.
Sicho, say it.
Oh, he's looking nice. I told you before the mic came out.
Yeah, he told me before, but I wanted him to say it on.
He wanted me to tell the whole world.
Oh God. Charlie, the World Cup is for sale, guys. You know, the only thing that occurred to me in all of this is that if UEFA decide not to play the World Cup and you still go ahead, it gives us a chance to win.
We can win. That's why we'll play.
But you still won't win.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? We still win.
In Cote d'Ivoire,
that one says you are struggling to qualify.
There's nobody from Asia, nobody from South America. There's no Argentina. There's no.
You can't qualify.
That one says you can't win. The one that you have to take bus from here to Cote d'Ivoire and go and play. The one that's.
There are different competitions.
Oh, master.
One we couldn't qualify for. One we qualified and reached knockout.
You didn't qualify for Cote d'Ivoire.
That says different.
You didn't qualify.
Now, who told you that? Who told you that knew we'll play it in Africa? Who played in Africa?
Sicho.
Who played?
We'll go off.
Sicho, hold on, relax. 6 of the last 7 winners of the World Cup have all been UEFA members. If you remove them from there, there's a chance.
Only one in that period. Only one African team has gone to a semi-final. So if you take all the Europeans out, it's not even falling.
Do you know who has been knocking us? No, hold on. No, ask him. Do you know who has been knocking us out earlier? It is them. It is them. That's the problem. It is them.
It's them. When Colombia not agree out,
But South America still talk some. Okay, they didn't say they will boycott, but they say they agree. If they agree, they should boycott.
Yes, they should
so
explicitly state that.
AFCON.
No.
AFCON inviting Asia.
The AFC to join.
AFC to know. They're inviting Oceania.
Quick.
So imagine if
Ghana versus Tonga final. Charlie will go win like 10-0.
Ghana versus Fiji.
Tonga.
you have a crowd, you go.
So this go. We need money.
We want the people who haven't joined them yet. Comment ball. We haven't heard from them. Yeah, it's CONCACAF that have spoken. Comment ball.
Pro Infantino.
Comment ball. The South Americans, they are the ones.
They were the first.
They are 10. They should add to UEFA. They will still get majority.
You see, they were the first to endorse Infantino's next
They were
step.
the first. It's true.
So I'm not surprised by the silence from that side.
There's money to be made.
All right, guys. Listen, there's no time to waste. There's a lot of angles to this. So let's just bring some perspective and start from the beginning. A journalist broke the story 2 days ago, Martin Ziegler for the Times, and the story was that FIFA were exploring the idea. Actually, they were exploring proposals to sell a minority stake of its competitions.
Non-controlling minority stake.
Thank you. Of its competitions and commercial rights to a private equity. What this means basically is that they want to allow private investors to take a small stake in the competitions that FIFA is organizing.
21%.
Basically, the idea is so that they can explore ways of increasing revenue and increasing the value of these competitions. And the backdrop of it is that FIFA feels that a lot of their competitions are underselling. Let's put it that way. And to give it perspective, FIFA makes around 16 billion. The highest they've made is probably this cycle, 16 billion in a 4-year cycle. And they only make that money after every World Cup. In comparison, competitions like UEFA make like 5 billion every year from Champions League competitions alone. NFL makes 15 billion a year, or is it 25 billion a year? FIFA takes 4 years to make 16 billion. The World Cup, they think, is the biggest competition in the world. And somehow, the ones that own the biggest competition only get to make 16 billion after every 4 years. They think it's not enough. And they think that the way they can make more money is by allowing private investors to come and take a small percentage of the competition, so they will then take charge of all the marketing and all these things to increase value and bring in more money. This is it in layman's terms. This is what we are dealing with. All right. And as Sachu mentioned, they said they will not have any role in the governance, in writing rules or regulations or telling them which competitions to organize and stuff like that. No, they will just only be exploring how they can make more money. And as a result of that, per their projections, if we allow those private investors to come in, which are led by George Kushner, by the way, and George Kushner is the brother of Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. So Joshua. No, I'm saying the brother-in-law is Jared. Yeah. His brother. Thank you. Good. So, yes. So now, so basically, this is it. This is a story in its layman's terms. But the people are saying, UEFA says, no way, that will amount to selling the soul of the game, and that no one has a right to sell the soul of the game to private equities. And their argument is simple. If you allow private investors to come in here and you say that you're going to control scheduling and all these things, it's a lie. It's a small screen, because in the end, every decision will be a commercial decision. Your scheduling will be aimed at making more money. Your competitions you want to organize will all be aimed at making more money. And the investors will keep demanding and demanding more football and demanding more competitions. In the end, you'll only be trying to satisfy them rather than doing what is best for football. And they say that's not how football should be run. So as for them, they don't support. Even though FIFA says if this goes through, every member association can get up to what 20 million to come and support
40 million in the next 4 years
to come and support the development of football. In comparison, at the moment they are getting what, like 6 million, something like that. Exactly. So from 6 million, they will all jump to, or is it 8 million? They're getting around 8 million.
Yes.
Yeah. They will jump to 20
That's if
million.
you access all your forward money.
Yes. They will jump to what? 10 million plus.
40 million
40 million
over the 4 years cycle.
for the 4 year cycle to 20 million every 2 years. Ah, damn. So they say, oh, this is what we have come up with. If you vote yes, and Fantino said, it will only go through if majority of our 211 members vote in favor of it. He said it is not obligatory or mandatory. It is contingent on our majority of our 211 members voting in favor. Okay. And he said in the coming days they were going to continue consultation. I think that was the beginning of the problem. You are now, and is that erroneous media reports scuppered the consultation process. So in other words, he's saying that the journalists broke the story even before they've had a chance to engage the member associations, which is the danger of leaking information. Sometimes that is what it is. We journalists know.
But you see, that's not true.
That's what he's saying. I'm just saying that. I'm just giving background. That's what FIFA has. You didn't see that. You read it.
I saw it.
You saw that part.
Yes.
Yes. They said that the media, we are rushing too much to break the story. So not even before they've had a chance. But it's clear that a lot of the confederations are not even waiting for that consultation process. They are going ahead, reacting based on the news that they saw, and so we are now where we are with all those statements from UEFA. I don't know if I left anything else in the background, but Cicho, let's
a few things that you left out.
Yes, go ahead.
So FIFA should not blame any media, because FIFA themselves on their platform released a statement trying to explain the mode of what they were trying to do. It was on FIFA's own page 2 days ago. UEFA didn't respond until that FIFA release. UEFA didn't respond to journalist
Statement in her reports, yeah.
When FIFA released that information on their own platform, when they said that,
which they were forced to do because the reports had gone out anyway.
Yes, that's
so
what
now
they,
you didn't have a choice.
Not necessarily.
Nobody was really responding to it on a large scale.
Yeah. When FIFA released the statement.
To add to what Sichu is saying right now, the whole response from UEFA and that journalist report was because of FIFA's deadline to its members.
And I'm coming there. No.
Yeah, go ahead.
The journalist reports came earlier. Then FIFA released the statement, right? When FIFA released the statement, FIFA said that it was creating a new vehicle called the FIFA Forward Enterprise. Yeah. Now, the FIFA Forward Enterprise 21% stake. FIFA Forward Enterprise is going to have FIFA going to put all their tournaments, its commercialized merchandise and everything under FIFA Forward Enterprise. Now the thinking is, it is from FIFA Forward that they pay these member associations, right? So if they create this new vehicle and they put every competition's commercial whatever gains under it, and then they sell the 21% non-controlling stake of the FIFA Forward Enterprise, they are projecting that they would hit $20 billion US dollars. That is some 14 point something million. And out of that, they will be paying out. So that FIFA themselves released that statement. It was on the back of that release that UEFA responded initially before UEFA even convened. Now,
emergency meeting.
When UEFA responded, this is what happened. FIFA further went on to write to a member association that they had 56 days.
The deadline, yes.
Absolutely, to vote for or against. Otherwise, if they vote for, they stand a chance of making the 40 million we just spoke about in the 4-year cycle, or they return to making the 8 million. So there was an ultimatum from FIFA. It was on the back of that ultimatum from FIFA that UEFA met. And UEFA responded in the manner in which they said
that deadline is actually September 19.
Yes.
Because in October we have 2 FIFA tournaments.
Yes, September 19. We have 2 FIFA tournaments, and then there's even September, first week in September, we have FIFA Women Under 20 tournament. Now, UEFA won't go, so Ghana They got to go and do it. quick. So it was on the back of FIFA's deadline and ultimatum that UEFA convened in that emergency meeting. So for CAF, after FIFA had released their initial statement, they had already slated their meeting for this Monday. Then that release from FIFA came that they have up until September something to vote. Otherwise, they would have to go back to earning that 8 million over the cycle. Okay, now here's the thing. The idea in itself is not a terrible idea. It's not a bad idea.
Okay.
Unfortunately for Infantino and FIFA, it's coming on the back of one of the most controversial World Cups we've had in terms of external influences.
Yes.
So first of all, we went into a tournament where a FIFA match official couldn't go to do his job at hand, and he was bounced by the immigration. We went to a World Cup where FIFA adopted the dynamic tickets purchasing the American style and made the most expensive World Cup for fans. We went to a World Cup where there was an excuse of a hydration break only to commercialize sports for American broadcasters. For the first time ever in the World Cup, we have 30 minutes of the final halftime show. A terrible show. That's the me by the do worship. Then
Charlie, I will fight.
Chicho, go ahead.
Then in that same World Cup, a phone call is made to the FIFA president and a red card is rescinded without it going through due process. So all of a sudden, FIFA themselves are looking some way and people can't trust FIFA entirely. Then you drop this one. Now, what the UEFA's initial statement was saying is, if you go and bring that equity fund to come and acquire the 21% non-controlling, whatever you call it, the World Cup as it stands is was a non-controlling tournament anyway. But they saw external control from the way you commercialize the hydration break. They saw external control from the way you brought in the 30 minutes halftime show. They saw external control.
Limited access to FIFA officials.
Yes, from the way the referee the red card was rescinded. So now UEFA and many other, and remember when the red card was rescinded, UEFA released a statement. UEFA were about the only federation that came out to bash it. So UEFA had been monitoring. Okay. So now after the World Cup, you are now telling the clubs that you are going to sell a stake in the every FIFA competition to a non-controlling body. This is the point. How would they trust that the so-called entity that is buying the shares or the stake will really have a non-controlling effect? Because they don't trust you to begin with. And that is the foundation of everything UEFA is saying.
And the point is that it doesn't even matter whether their stake is controlling or not. So long as they have a stake, they have a say.
Of course. No, but but we know you can always
so long as they have a stake, they have a say.
When you go to sometimes the stock market and everything, you can buy shares that you have no say over. You don't even attend any board meeting. So you can, but we know that it's a matter of trust. If they fully trusted FIFA that it is true the way you've worked, truly nobody can have influence on you even if you are pumping in money. But the point is, who is going to pump in? Who is going to give you an opportunity of making 40 billion, 20 billion,
and fold their arms and
not have any control?
Nah.
It doesn't make any practical sense. Nobody's a child here. How are they going to do it? Because now,
what do they even benefit?
And what has to give for the marketing and then the investment to increase to that level?
And how much is enough money for them to feel they are making enough money back?
Now here's the point. UEFA also thinks that, and not only UEFA, CONCACAF also thinks, and the Asia also thinks,
AFC,
that for something as big as this, it needs broader consultation before it's made public. Now FIFA is saying that they are doing consultation and everything, which sounds stupid to them because consultations would have been done before the release from FIFA and the ultimatum. They've got about 50 days between now and when they are supposed to sign. The consultation should be, where is the money coming from? What do they stand to benefit? What do we give up What do we have to do as an association? All these questions must be asked by the respective federations. And if you listen to what the Asian bloc said, they said they were disappointed that they only found out about this matter on the internet, which means they were not told before the so-called FIFA Forward Enterprise was created.
Absolutely.
UEFA, same. CONCACAF, same. But
Infantino's advisor,
who has
Same.
also stepped, and it's been his long-time advisor,
Yeah.
who has stepped down because this is crazy.
and he said, "I had no part
No part. So
in this."
it's almost like a one-man show.
Yeah.
It's almost like a one-man show. And this is where these associations say they won't take it. But narrowing it down to UEFA. Look, UEFA.
So I guess the question you want to answer is, if UEFA, how powerful is this UEFA threat?
Yeah, it is wild, and in fact, it is in the interest of CAF, CONMEBOL, CONCACAF, everyone else, including you and I, that this maybe doesn't go through because of what UEFA is saying. Ghana made how much from the World Cup?
12 million.
70% of that 12 million came from UEFA's contribution to the World Cup.
Explain.
Every amount of money FIFA generates, 70% of their income is as a result of UEFA.
How did they come up with those numbers?
So the number of teams, a number of commercial values that they have metrics to measure all of those things.
Where broadcast money is coming from?
Yeah.
Not necessarily broadcast.
No, even broadcast money.
No, it's not. I don't
Because
want to limit it to only
because
broadcast
if
money.
you look at the amount of money European broadcasters are also paying, it's-
Yes, you see,
We are
Now,
looking
I'm
at
saying that we are adding all of
the
them.
teams
we're
with
looking
the
at
interest.
Yes, the teams with the interest.
with the commercial
Yeah,
value.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So you're
Now,
saying
when
that because Spain is at the World Cup, they're likely to attract more sponsors
Yes.
for it because France is at the World Cup.
England,
They're likely England, Germany.
Ronaldo.
You're saying that these teams,
Cristiano Ronaldo.
yeah.
He's at the World-
So you're
yeah.
saying that these
And
teams,
he's European.
as a result of their commercial strength, are contributing around 70% of why FIFA is making all the money it's making.
And they have the biggest star powers, and football's attraction
I
is
get
the,
you.
the star powers. So
I added the broadcasting to as well because European broadcasters pay a huge sum of money as well.
oh, to be fair, these days.
No, it's all
of them.
inclusive.
When you put all of them together,
Yeah, it's all inclusive.
Yeah. When you
It's
put
all
them-
inclusive.
Yes. So FIFA is making a lot of money on the back of UEFA, and UEFA knows to pay. So they know this. UEFA knows. They know this. So here's the
And
point.
even the performances are there to prove, as we indicated.
Yeah.
6 of the last 7 winners are European teams.
And the one that wasn't European, Crano, the BBB.
So we,
See, no, let's not talk about that one. One day we'll have time and talk about the rift between UEFA and FIFA. But today, let's focus on the matter. Those matters,
Yes.
they are plenty. Now, UEFA's point is there is no way you can have a conversation about the future of football without us, UEFA. It's not possible. Because the players who turn up at the World Cup, we pay them. Our clubs pay them. FIFA doesn't pay them anything. Our class pay them. In fact, we train them in our academies. We make this. We made Mbappe's. We made Erling Haaland. We made the Bellinghams. We made. In fact,
We made
even
Semenyo.
even the Vinicius Junior. Thank you. Even the Lionel Messi. The Lionel Messi
it's
and the
European
Vinicius Junior,
clubs, yeah.
They made them.
European football made them.
They made them.
Yeah, true.
So for them, you cannot decide on the future of football without them having a majority say. And the biggest problem they've always had is how FIFA have politicized decision making in at the world stage. Where
Instead of practicalizing it,
yes, where a country like Haiti,
like Ghana.
I said Haiti.
I said Ghana.
Fantastic. A
It's
country
not,
like
it's not your point.
Fentio's Ghana and my Haiti.
Fantastic.
When there's a decision to be made about the future of football,
Then
on
we
decisions like
then we
this,
resort to democracy.
they resort to democracy.
Obia one vote, equal votes.
Now, for most of the European blocs, their point is, I contribute way too much to football to have the same say as Togo. Think about it. When you are doing your draws, not draws. When you are doing your, when I said it, I realized that the way it came out.
Yeah, you have to clarify.
I have to
quickly.
put a disclaimer there.
Fantastic.
Balloting.
When it comes to FIFA draws, you have in your wisdom that you use coefficients because of best performing countries and blah 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 blah, because it matters to you. In fact, at this World Cup, he told us that there is no way the top 4 ranked teams will meet until the semi-final, provided they top their groups.
And it happened.
And it happened.
So there's a point or there's a place at FIFA where they favor the best performing teams, except when it comes to voting.
Thank you. So their point is, why is it that when we are going to have these conversations and decide the future of football on serious matters, you want to tell me that St. Lucia,
Right.
they have the same say as England? How?
Tonga.
How much do they contribute to the economy of football? Now, here's the thing. For the African bloc, I've explained why Europe don't want this. From the African bloc, it is the biggest football intervention any African country would see.
Yep.
40 million
over
4 years.
For Europe, governments are able to even give FAs grants and funds of 200 million a year for projects. 100 million. Morocco, last year, they gave them 100 million grants to their FA.
Yeah.
So they don't need the 40 million over 4 years. So countries like Germany, England, there is a system that supports some of these things.
So they are less susceptible to influence by money.
By money. But when it comes to this region, the league that the teams need football boots and balls from the FA to celebrate the FA's that the FA is doing well. No, they need the money past anything. But that's the point. If countries
So
like
all their votes will be monetarily motivated.
yes,
UEFA's votes will not be.
they will not care about the integrity of the tournament.
And if every vote is only financially motivated,
yes,
we can't have a sanity in the football. That's UEFA's point.
most of the African bloc, look in Africa, when we go to World Cup, how many teams go to the World Cup?
10 now.
10 out of 55, 52,
Four.
54 nations. The regular 30 people who don't go to the World Cup, they don't care about what happened with the franchise. What they care about is the 40 million they will get over the 4 year cycle. A country like Togo, a country like Mauritius, they don't care. Benin, they don't care. What they care about is, but the serious football nations, and even in Africa, our serious football nations will go to the World Cup. Most of them don't care anyway because they won't win it. They won't play in the semis. So for them, it is the 40 million that will help them develop their local football or whatever they will do with it. That matters. So when you look at UEFA's perspective, you can understand why they are reacting the way they are reacting. Because for them, they go there to win it all. They don't go there to be part. They go there to win. They are playing in semis. They are bringing the money. For CAF, they go there to be a part. They go there to enjoy the windfalls of the hard-earned money that UEFA and Co are making, not CAF. And this is why you hear from most of the African bloc that this intervention is the best.
Yes.
Is the best that will ever.
I heard about you.
It has to be perspective. Because truly, if
even the Indonesian FA president,
yes,
there's a story.
Yes. Wait, forget Indonesia. Formerly Czech Republic. Czechia. Their FA president came to say that they don't commit full 100% support to FIFA.
Yes, right now it's 54.
Then their player association, like Tony Bafo and Co in Ghana, released a statement that Maza, stories now can we don't support this. Then when UEFA convened, they told him that Killer, if you don't shut up. So even he has joined the 55.
He's been coerced.
But he initially came out to say he supported it.
Yeah.
So
where do you think Coutinho stands on this?
Oh, Charlie.
Who? Keto Kriaku.
Yes.
Let me choose my words.
Yes, please.
And plainly.
Yes.
Ket will be out of his senses if he doesn't want that 40 million to come to Ghana football.
I agree 100%.
He will be, most of the African bloc will be out of their minds
to not want this. So that's why they're hesitating.
Oh no, their meeting is on Monday. They agreed to meet
but
on Monday.
Given what has happened before CAF's meeting, do you see CAF coming out and going in the direction of the win and say, okay, we don't support?
What CAF is going to say is that they're expecting broader consultation from FIFA and see the way forward.
That's all. And then when it's time to vote, we'll vote yes.
Of course.
Let's go back to the UEFA matter. You explained that UEFA are pissed because they don't feel they've been properly consulted, or that their opinions have been valued in this whole process. Is that just why they are pissed, or they also or the whole idea itself, as UEFA also says in their statement, is bad for football?
I don't think the whole idea is bad for football.
No, even from a business point of view, and that Citro has brilliantly explained, UEFA hold more power. Their teams bring the value, and their teams are the ones that bring the money, whether you like it or not. So, if at the end of the day, the money that is spread around is going to be the same, they feel like they are being shortchanged. Full stop. Aside all these things, if you are looking at from a business point of view, because if I'm contributing 70% to everything, yet if the money comes and is spreading it around, everybody is getting 40 million over.
Why you not doing coefficient for the sharing of the
Why are you not doing coefficient? Because it's not fair.
But FIFA never did coefficient in the first place, even without the money. But they were still sharing money anyway, and they were sharing it equally.
Equally, that's the issue.
So if we raise, but they never raised issues with that.
Because next one, it was too big.
UEFA has had issues with FIFA long time. May
time.
not have been major.
No,
but all these things are part. But the thing is, if you are going to hit this next level wave of cash, and yet still we are going to be getting the same as some of these other federations, then we should also be in the consultation room when these things are drawn up, because then you would want to put yourself in a place where you would also be able to broker a deal that's also in your best interest. It's almost like the Super League conversation.
Yep.
It's not necessarily because the idea was bad or some of these people, they don't like money or something. The thing is, you can't go and sit somewhere, bring out your new format, bring out whatever you want to bring, and come and put it on us and tell us to play. And at the end of the day, you give me the same, you give Real Madrid the same 5 million as you give Bournemouth. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. But for me, and I think Citro just landed on that point, I'll just build on it. When we read the articles and we listen to the statements from people, situate it and contextualize it. Because we are not England. We are not Spain. We are Ghana.
We will vote and we'll take the money.
We take the money. Look, and as Citro said, for UEFA like this, they don't need to wait for the FIFA money. Look, I can bet you that the FIFA money they used to water grass or something. The Champions League is played every year, and that's a crazy thing. Even for the clubs, the European clubs, except you're a high-end club who needs the Champions League money for extra. The Premier League like this, Everton doesn't need Champions League money for anything. There's so much money being made in the Premier League, they don't necessarily need it for anything. So when you go and ask yourself how much money is UEFA making from Champions League before they are sharing it round to the clubs, when they share to the clubs that made the competition, and then they use the Euros and the Champions League money to develop European football, how much cry are they getting? Like the majority of member associations in it. That's why you saw only one person publicly come out and say, even he safe, they quickly made him revert.
Quick.
So that's what 54 out of 55 who were very much open to that quick emergency meeting for them to quickly come in. And you see, Sefrin knew that he didn't even have to do too much convincing. They didn't need to do too much he started the thing himself. He, Sefrin, started the thing himself and then did the emergency meeting. Everybody was on board. But they are them and we are we. They don't need it like that. The very essence of African football, and trace it back to when the Infantino came into power. And this is why CAF and African federations love Infantino so much. The amount of money that FIFA has been able to generate through some of these things that they've done, the money that has come around to Africa. There are so many examples. Last time we were talking about Mauritius and what they've done with their FIFA forward. Cape Verde, what they've done
because of the FIFA forward money.
I think Malawi too were doing something now.
Malawi too are doing. There are so many African countries that have benefited immensely from Comoros.
Ghana.
Immensely from this.
The brown pitches.
Yeah, the brown pitches and the boreholes and things.
things.
But you see, the point is, African countries have benefited immensely from all these FIFA skirmishes. And it has allowed them to be able to compete at a certain level. Teams like Comoros probably wouldn't have reached AFCON. Mauritania wouldn't have reached the Capo Verde wouldn't have reached World Cup, AFCONs, if not for some of these cash injections that FIFA made. So if they do this projection, and then what is it? You see, let's dip it. World Cup final, the 30 minutes that Justin Bieber came to perform, that super performance from Justin Bieber.
Thank you.
Fantastic winding from Shakira. In fact, Shakira, they should have given her 40 minutes.
And before Shakira,
Before who
Madonna and Ronaldinho and Ronaldo. Oh, Ronaldinho and Ronaldo were wondering what they were doing there, but they were there.
No. Ronaldinho and Ronaldo was aura.
Yes, they were
They
there.
brought aura. When you saw it, Ronaldinho.
No, but they look very confused.
We don't care by the
Said they
aura.
do that jaunt.
By the aura. No, by the aura.
They take the money.
Of course.
They look
see,
very
What
confused.
charity was it?
Point is look. Point is, did the second half not go on?
He did.
When we finished, what was it? We're not talking about what happened
Nobody
on the pitch.
blamed the halftime show for
Nobody
what happened in
cared.
the second half.
Look, it didn't even look like it affected it.
It
It didn't affect anybody. And you see, this why this whole moral. This me. I say Mosepe and cool. Go and vote yes.
Echo sent
In
the
the-
message that UEFA are just jealous.
The start of the whole this football thing, halftime break was in 15 minutes. It has gone from straight change to 5 minutes to 10 minutes to eventually 15 minutes. There's no proper science behind it. What happens during World Cup? No be advert.
There's science. They say but the longer you sit being idle, the assets, the human asset begin to.
That's the same way
So
they
it
came
can
to
cause
tell
an
us that
injury.
if you take the COVID this one, what do you call
Shot.
that thing? So shot, no, you don't get COVID. But we did here. People take the shot with them die safe. See, we don't trust the science. We trust our bodies.
And also,
Fantastic. The thing is, it is change, and change is very difficult.
For many people.
It's normal. The fact that we've been doing 15 minutes now, they say 1 mark 30 minutes, you were complaining. The Club World Cup, the entrances that they did, bottom line, we all watched. You watch it. If they did that thing for the next, if UEFA had instituted it in the, by now it would be normal. Nobody will talk about it. We always complain about new rules. Premier League, they change the rules, something.
When the rumor came that there will be 30 minutes halftime break, UK's BBC, UK's ITV, a couple of
were
Spanish
talking
media said that they don't take the performance, they did analysis.
They took it.
2 days to the World Cup final, or 3 days to when the artists were going to perform, Madonna.
Why did they take it?
BBC said okay, they'll be showing it, and then they'll do small analysis on another BBC channel. ITV2 said okay, they too
The same
they'll
thing.
take the 30 minutes.
Point is, at the end of the day, some of these small rule changes, it won't change anything. At the end of the day, the football 90 minutes will watch. But money needs to be made because you benefit more as an African country. You benefit more in getting that 40 million over 4 years rather than 8 million over 4 years. It's a lot of money. As against opposing an extra 50 minutes for the incident. No, let's deep it. How much?
But do we know for sure what these? I mean, obviously the World Cup probably gave us science, but what could be the potential interference from these minority stakeholders?
Okwa World Cup will be every year. Me I like.
They could make it 2 years every 2 years.
year. You do a World Cup
because you want
there's
more
money.
ads.
Yeah, you want more ads. You want
And
more.
regularity
That's
means
why
more
they're
money.
That's why they're adding so it's only the World Cup as we speak of it, the FIFA Club World Cup and everything. So FIFA will have something to do every 2 years.
Under
Something
17,
huge to do every
under
2 years.
20.
So in the end,
All the
UEFA
countries, they don't
is probably afraid of burnout, too much competition. But they also were the ones who
That's my issue.
made Nations League.
That's my issue.
FIFA created a window for friendly matches. Then you went to put competition there to make more money.
To make more money.
To kill FIFA's internationals.
And you see, that's the thing. Oh. Some of these things you read it and then you make your own assessment. Because UEFA had done the Nations League thing.
Yeah.
Yet they've been able to use, because Charlie, the English media is European media, they've been able to use them to brainwash us. Yet when CAF said they were bringing their Nations League, people were complaining. But the people who brought the thing, and where did the complaints start from?
Of course.
They started those complaints. And the FIFA is corrupt and look, they are all corrupt. Doesn't mean we shouldn't chop the money. All of them, if you go and look, there's something somewhere. Doesn't mean we shouldn't chop the money. My point is 40 million is a lot of money.
Can do a lot
And they can do a lot.
for African FA.
For
Even if
African-
they chop some.
8 million if you are chopping 5, you are using 3.
The problem
That
is
one
that
so
the African
40
FA
mi-
is no.
They'll still chop.
They-
They'll still
they-
use
they-
a 3.
You see, me.
No, but that's why I
thankfully.
gave examples of countries that have used it. But if you look at the FIFA forward and the development African football has seen,
Let's situate it.
there's more money.
Let's bring
There's more money in for AFCON final winners. There's more money for the WAF. Where do you think that money is coming from?
Me, the point I want to make is that me, thankfully, I'm old enough to see FIFA start with a Blatter Goal project. Started with 800,000. over 4-year period.
And
It's
I see
now
where we
8
did.
million.
Yeah.
Where's the difference?
What's the difference in what?
Impact.
In
And-
impact.
and I think
that's what I'm saying. Go
us
to those
here-
countries and ask
So
them.
he's bringing in
For us here, that's
No, ask for home there. We don't. Good. Home there.
for us here. That is where the conversation has to start from.
Yeah.
No. You see, me.
I've seen it. I've
let me
seen
let me just land this
I've
one.
I've
Look,
seen FIFA subvention.
You let
to
them
member
in.
associations.
You let them in.
Growth start from 800,000 for a 4-year spell to 8 million for the same 4-year spell.
now going to 40.
Now we go to 40.
You let Danny
I'm
finish, I
saying
will address
from
that.
the 800,000 for a 4-year spell to 8 million for the same 4-year spell.
Are you talking about home or general?
Home.
Home, yes.
Me,
So
me.
let me end with
Please
something
end
that
you will come in
Sicho
from that
mentioned.
angle.
Look at countries like Morocco,
Yes.
who are now, you see, they've understood the impact of sport and what sport can do for their economy. So now their posture towards sport is very different from most of the rest of Africa.
Correct.
The 100 million that they gave them, Morocco can afford to do that, but most of us can't.
yeah, absolutely.
Morocco are dominating youth football, women's football. They are always there or thereabout, either final or semi-final or winners. With that money, if the rest of us can't compete, Morocco will be going and will be left behind. So we need that. You see, even in Africa, even for our competitions, we need that money to be able to compete. And the thing is, there are enough examples of how much this FIFA forward money has helped some African countries over the past 8 years since it started. So for me, it's not about home or who is our FA president and whether if you give him 100 million, he'll chop it or not. It doesn't mean that the rest shouldn't benefit. Our FA, they will go. Somebody else will come. If we are even serious, if we can force them to do the work. But the thing is, 40 million.
Atugo takes tax.
He will take
Quick.
40 million versus 8 million. And the 8 million, we don't even access all. So if it's 40 million, you can access 20 out of the 40 safe. That's a significant improvement. I lie? Yes. So the rich kids, they don't need the money.
They don't.
So they'll complain. And I understand why they are complaining. But we've benefited. And if we can also use them in a way, they've used us a lot. So if we can also use them in a way to make that 40 million, I don't see why not. And the thing, if you work the mathematics, we are winning. Oh. There are 211 member federations. Only 55 has said they will boycott. The rest said they agree with what they are, but they didn't say they will boycott.
Yeah, but
The
of
course,
AFC
they didn't explicitly say.
But Danny, who is going? Where are you going to get the money from if those who say they will boycott are Europe? No fund is going to be pumping in that money.
The Club World Cup.
Yeah.
The Club World Cup.
Yeah.
There was no TV. They were struggling to find broadcasters.
Yes.
And then some 1 billion be dropped from somewhere.
Yes.
What happened?
Saudi.
Yes. No. See. Yes.
2034, the work that they've put inside. 2030, the work that they've put inside.
No, because
They are
Europe,
not going to
Europe are
allow-
also threatening that if it goes on, Spain and Portugal are not doing the World Cup, which is one. Now, two. The point
Spain and
is,
Portugal won't do the World Cup if it goes on.
yeah.
Europe are the ones saying it, or Spain and Portugal are the ones
Europe.
saying it.
And Spain and
It's not
Portugal
the,
said it.
it's not the, see,
No.
it's not the Portuguese or Spanish FA that goes to be.
No. They want now. They want that one as an European bloc. As now they are doing
Yes,
it.
but
And they said-
the contract is with the government.
It's not with the
When
IFAs.
it-
Spain and
no, the-
Portugal-
So they
Spain and
can't make
Portugal
that
said-
decision.
Spain and Portugal
Yes, but I'm saying that
said
in terms of making a definitive decision on the hosting rights, the contract is with the
Actually, I tell you,
government.
there's no
Also,
European country who allow FIFA to do this, and it's like what?
I get what you are saying.
Let's
I'm
even
saying
say
that.
logically,
Yes, I get what you're
logically,
saying.
a European boycott.
will host, but they won't play.
Yeah, no.
No.
Logically,
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying that-
guys, calm down.
Situ, I'm saying that the contract is with the governments because they have to give guarantees for that tournament to proceed.
Yeah, I agree.
So there can be philosophical differences between the federation and the country that is hosting. In
But
fact,
practically,
It's
if
the contract-
UEFA boycotts the
If
competition,
we win the vote,
they
they'll
can't
play.
host it.
No,
They'll play.
I'm
That's
saying
what I
that,
said. If they go on,
friends, I'm saying that the people you have to have an issue with is the government. And we've seen this before. This very World Cup, when Folarin Balogun's red card was rescinded, the vice president of US Soccer wrote an 8-page letter and he criticized FIFA for it. And he said, this is not what US Soccer stands for. But the US governments led by Donald Trump were the ones who forced Infantino's hand.
Fair enough.
You get the point I'm making.
But
I'm saying that for the governments, they will be looking at what will be the cost of cancelling that contract you have signed with FIFA to host the tournament.
For a country like Morocco, it will be a big blow on them because they are investing immensely in infrastructure towards it. Spain and Portugal have not done anything. You see, and that's the thing about Europe.
New stadium.
That's the thing about Europe.
No, but they have to refurbish. It's still a lot of money.
The stadium they've chosen, it's Morocco that are doing giddy. They are rebuilding Marrakesh and doing the 115. Beneba on SEO, Pate's former stadium, Atletico Madrid.
Metropolitan.
Yeah, but that's not the only cost. There is an actual compensation you have to pay, and that runs into hundreds of millions. It's not just about what you've invested into promoting or building the infrastructure.
No problem. But practically, we are saying the same thing. You are saying philosophically the differences can exist.
Yes.
The government might be unwilling to toe in the line of UEFA.
Yes.
But we are saying that a European boycott of the World Cup will make it practically impossible for one to host the competition.
But friend, I want to ask you a question before. Okay. So UEFA, they said they won't play. If you go, I say we win the vote. We are more than them. We win. So if UEFA don't play, what would they do? Because UEFA cannot create. If by all means they'll break away, we know that they'll go and create their own team because you can't.
They already have one. They only be playing the Euros.
But they will want a certain version of the World Cup. It's very easy for them to do.
No, they'll expand the Euros.
Expand
and invite us in there.
That's the thing. And if they invite us right now, who is winning? You see the politics.
No.
Don't invite us.
They won't sell any stake, so they won't sell any stake with that one.
No, he said they will come and play. We'll collect money there.
Of course.
We'll collect money there.
We'll collect money there.
Reserve. We will take from FIFA for lobbying, then take from UEFA for lobbying.
We need to be smart.
We there.
We the money we no get.
Thank you very much for
about
that,
integrity
for that assist. But you see, where he's landed,
yes, go on for me.
It sums up the whole problem.
Okay.
UEFA are not fighting for the soul of football. Let nobody.
They are fighting for themselves.
They are not fighting to protect the integrity of the sport. The game has no integrity. Football, if you are not corrupt, you can't do football.
What are they fighting for?
For control and for power.
Okay. Explain.
If you look at how much all of these smaller countries stand to gain.
Yeah.
Where does that money go to? It goes into infrastructure, grassroots, talent education, talent identification, and development.
So there's a threat of leveling the playground.
When you look at the Mauritania example, Mauritania is about the best example of what the FIFA Forward program helps you do. They got around $11 million US as at the time of the last audit that the whole world is talking about. And what did they use that money to do? They refurbished a whole stadium, the Sheikh Old Bodia Stadium in Nouakchott. Moved it from an 8,000 capacity to a 16,000 seater capacity stadium.
Okay.
They didn't only end there. They installed 3 synthetic state-of-the-art pitches and constructed a modern medical center.
Wow.
Then they upgraded the Football Federation headquarters to new offices, created a whole TV channel, housed it. They don't pay rent there. And then a restaurant, all from the $11 million US.
What did we use ours for?
Wait, I'll come to that.
Okay.
When UEFA looks at this is the example of a forward-thinking, honest people who will use the money for the right things. The only component missing is producing elite level talent from all of these things. So if you import this module that Mauritania did to say Ghana, with the talent level that we have, I can guarantee you that you produce about 10 or 20 more of Kuduses who are following that Kudus trajectory. That means more world-class players at a faster rate than ever. That competes directly with European talent. Because I have always believed the only difference between the Iniestas and the Javis and the Steven Odros we produce here are the level of education and talent and resources to mold that talent. That's the only difference. You cannot play the whatever it is that we call youth football development here and compare that to the cycle that produces Lamine Yamal. So we are worlds apart. My position is that this is what UEFA sees. That if this goes through and these people actually sit up and start doing right with the money, there's trouble. Because then you can actually look, if you look at some of the best talents from Europe, in terms of the talent itself, the natural God-given ability, if you break it down, they are not far apart from a lot of the boys who come from this side.
Of course.
The difference is the environment and the education they go through. Constant improvement from a very young age.
Okay.
So that for me is the main threat, because at the end of it all, you are then looking at, if say Africa Black Stars, for example, lines up 5 or 6 of Kudus, 5 or 6 of Semenyo, that more than quadruples the value of the Black Stars. If you want to play the Black Stars, how much they are asking for friendlies is different. It goes up about tenfold. That money then probably gets reimbursed or reinvested into grassroots football. That probably affects TV rights revenue for CAF Champions League for the AFCON. So there is a money game that I think UEFA are also thinking about. Beyond that, there is the actual power and control of the game. Look, I don't think UEFA has forgiven FIFA for bullying them from that 2022-23 football season. The Qatar World Cup disrupted, and they had to cram the whole Champions League calendar, the first one, into 8 weeks. Remember, they started in September, 1 week earlier than usual, because all of the European competitions had to pause 1 month clear before the World Cup began. The rippling effects, UEFA has still not recovered from it. And the federations could not, even though a lot of them bickered, they had to go through with it because Qatar paid you top dollar. In the end, it became a numbers game. That kind of controlling power is what UEFA does not want to lose. But the question that I have asked myself is, why should I sit in here, have any kind of faith that the Augustin Sengos and the Ketsu Krekus of African football would actually do what people think they will do with the monies that they receive? Yes, the Mauritania and Cape Verde
Is that
examples.
a good foundation, though, to say don't give them the money?
No,
Because
I'm coming.
we are unsure what they will do with
No,
it.
I'm coming.
Oh,
the
we don't
Maurit-
trust that they will put it to good
Let me
use.
finish, lah.
Okay, sure.
The Mauritanians and Cape Verde's examples exist,
Yeah.
but they are the outliers. They are not the everyday examples of the FIFA forward. If you track it back to the Go projects, they are not. The
Just
Ketsu Krekus-
universally, there is a
On the
abundant
African-
evidence of misuse.
on the African continent, you will find over 90% of them misusing the money, and FIFA is complicit in this. You see the way the World Bank, IMF behaves when they give funds to African governments, and will divert
They're all
or digress
contingent funds.
a bit here. At one of the problems that Forstner has had with the assemblies is that a lot of the monies and grants that they get from World Bank and Co, your bosses use them for conferences, PhDs and
Forstner
masters.
hates those.
Yes.
That
When
much I know.
the actual use of the money is stated, but World Bank will come, they look at the report and still sign it off. They have seen you are using the money for the wrong thing, but they don't care. That is how FIFA behaves when they look at how CAF members are using the FIFA Forward program. Friends, between 2018 and I think 2022, the GFA received $8.6 million from the FIFA Forward program.
They did.
Where is the evidence of that money
Boreholes.
in the football ecosystem?
Non-functioning boreholes.
Where is the evidence of
Bubbles
that?
and balls.
And balls.
So, yes, it is true that
We need the money.
football needs differ everywhere, and what people need shape their attitude towards this. The Argentine and the Brazilian Football Federation have value, but in terms of actual money sitting in their accounts, they don't have a lot of it. Not long ago, we heard all of the reports about how Scaloni, after he won the World Cup, he briefly wanted to resign because even payment of his salaries was a problem. So the Frances and the Germanys are not the same as the Argentinas and the Brazils or the Italys.
So even in Europe, as Chicho mentioned, it's not every country.
It's not every country.
Yeah.
So people will approach this based on what their needs are.
Yeah.
And I would understand those who say for CAF, we need that money. However, I cannot sit here and support the GFA and CAF that they should go and vote for it because I have seen them waste the money. And when I say waste, I'm saying that you have not put the monies you have received to proper use. Overall, I think in the last 12 years or so, we've got about $16.6 million US from the FIFA Forward program.
Who, Ghana?
Yes.
So because of
If you
Ghana,
stretch
you
it,
shouldn't take
no,
the
I'm
money.
saying that for us, if the argument is that it is money that will benefit us, we have seen about 4 or 5 different administrations
Doesn't benefit us.
across different regimes. They have taken the monies, and yet we do not see the evidence of that money in our football.
You see,
When you say that,
let me
just to finish before you add that.
Okay, sure.
When you say that, oh, but they are doing things, my response is that the things that you are doing, we are able to compare what your peers in Mauritania and Cape Verde. Why is it that when FIFA were looking for a country to add to their FIFA reports on the FIFA Forward assessment on their website, they were quick to put Mauritania and the stuff that I read out on their website? What is the Ghana example? Tell me the modern training center or the medical center that you have built.
How do you?
And you see, often we are told that, oh, national stadiums, it is the duty of the government and not the duty of the FA. Mauritania aren't stupid. They are well aware of that. But they came to the realization that where we are at this point, we cannot be flying outside of our country to go and play our national team matches.
Same for Cabo Verde. They
So-
use FIFA Forward money to upgrade their stadium that allowed them to then host qualifying matches at home to give them the advantage to qualify. For the
The last time, it had to take President Akufo-Addo to make the call to Motsepe. Otherwise, we're going to Benin.
That is true.
Or we have forgotten.
No, that is true enough. I haven't.
So,
That trip would have been a nice trip, but like just the drive. Like
No, it was either Benin or Nigeria.
so
Oh, Nigeria would have been better.
friends,
It was either Benin
there
or
is
Nigeria.
no reason for anyone to believe that the people at CAF all of a sudden will start behaving right. There is a track record of over 15 years of work where 90% of the members of CAF have taken these monies with nothing to show. And I'm saying, let us stop mentioning the Cape Verdes and the Mauritanians. Yes, it is true, they did well. But what about our local examples?
Nigeria, Ghana.
I would say I can speak for Ghana though and say that yes, there've been some kind of pointless spendings that we've expended the FIFA Forward money on. Some spendings that were not properly thought through. For example, the borehole project was one of them. We spent over $200,000 on constructing boreholes across the country at football pitches. The idea was to prevent or to allow all year availability of water to be able to keep the grasses and the pitches green. Unfortunately, some of the places they even went to drill the borehole.
Water
They didn't even have
They
water.
didn't find water.
There's no yield.
So exactly. So in the end, it was the last time I was on the show with Henry. I confronted him about this. It became evident that the foresight, that the ideas that they had about what the project could potentially deliver were vastly exaggerated, and in the end, it wasn't a useful project. However, I also know that in a country like Ghana, where we run 9 national teams across male and female, each actually, the government only takes care of altogether about 4 of each of those national teams, and they only come in to take care of the national team when they are playing 1 official tournament or 2 qualifiers for those official tournaments. Every other thing, the government doesn't get involved, but the government always says that they own the national team, and we citizens, we also say the same thing every time, that the national team belong to us, and yet we only fund the national teams occasionally. The only one that we fund fully is the Black Stars.
Can I ask you a question?
And let me finish my point. You can ask your question.
Okay.
And even for the Black Queens, we have had to come and sit here and make noise in order for them to get paid what is due them. The same even for the U20s. They still owe their money, princesses, as we speak. So in that respect, the government doesn't even fully fund the national teams. But even for those, I would say it's money that the governments have agreed they owe and eventually would pay anyway. So it always comes from them. However, it's a huge chunk of the expenditure that the government doesn't take responsibility of and doesn't pay. And the FA funds all of those. And the FA funds all of that from FIFA for
Can I ask you the question?
that's all. That's the point I'm trying to establish.
Good.
So you have all these under 17, under 15, under 19. They are camping in Pram. They are doing this. They are being fed every day. They give them per diem, transportation, all of these things. The government doesn't participate in all of that, including the coaches of a lot of those youth teams who are not on salary anyway, but any allowances they are paid come straight from the coffers of the GFA. The GFA does monthly subventions to all RFEs. On top of that, they've even decided to now pay RFA chairman. You remember, he went to was it the Kumasi Congress, right, where he said they were putting them on salary. Thank you. You know, so the FA is spending
I get all of
a
that.
lot of money
I get all of that.
operational things that eventually don't leave enough for all these impactful infrastructure projects.
Thank you. And that for me is clear misuse of the funds.
Okay.
I don't want to say
But
misappropriation.
is it necessary expenditure though?
It's
For example,
but
it's camping
friends,
the under,
I'm
hold on,
saying
it's
that.
camping the under
Friends,
17
I'm
in
saying that.
Pram. Hold on, camping the under 17 in Pram and feeding them. Okay, let's even let's
I
not
get what
use
you're
a
saying.
hypothetical situation.
I get what you're
the
saying.
under 20 are playing Wafu now.
Yes,
Before
friends.
they went there, throughout the whole World Cup period, they were camping in Pram.
Friends, I get what you're saying.
The government didn't pay for that campaign.
Friends.
They had they started with like 40 players, trimmed it down to like 23 players. They were there. Maxwell Kurodu was there with them for more than.
Friends,
In
you
which
see,
country
I
does
get what you're
government
saying.
pay for these things? In which country?
Friends.
In which country?
No,
Friends.
I get it. I'm not saying government should. I'm
Will you allow me to
telling
respond?
you because
Yes.
government does.
Why
I
have
get that.
others to the
But
Comoros
I'm saying that
the
Mauritania and those people.
Mauritania and Co, you're
They
saying
don't have
government.
under 19 team. They don't have.
But why do you have under 19? Why do you even have under 19?
Friends.
Why do you?
For the,
Why do you?
for the female national teams, you can see the progression.
We didn't need the under 19 for progression.
Look, Sichu,
From time immemorial.
I would rather.
It's okay, guys.
Just let me finish on this. Just let me
What was
finish.
your question?
My question is actually a rhetorical one.
DK.
My question is actually a rhetorical
Okay,
one.
go on. Just finish for me then.
Would you rather
I wanted
support?
to ask you a question.
Would you rather
Yeah.
support this kind of expenditure?
No.
You will let me finish.
I don't.
Because the way I see
Can I
it,
ask my question?
I think there is better.
Let me finish.
I think there is better value in putting all of that into one capital project or more, 2 or 3. You can easily do one of those medical training centers or even a national training
we are
center.
deviating, right?
National training
we are
center.
deviating.
No, we are not.
The
I'm
point
saying
is,
that.
the point is,
I'm saying that
if
the money
President is our
that
father,
you have been wasting there. I would rather you put that money into a proper national training center.
Okay, that point is well
where
made.
your players don't have
Thank
to
you,
go and
Achu.
rent
No.
at a Lisa hotel to rest.
Yes,
Look,
I agree. Your point is
Friends,
well made. Yes.
you are my father. You are our father. We all don't have. You give me 10 million, 10 million, 10 million. And because Atu and I misuse our 10 million, you are telling me Sitcho shouldn't get his 10 million. No. It shouldn't work like that. Rather, you should now force Atu and I to make better use of that 10 million. Not take away the 10 million. So Mauritania who are happy that 40 million is coming because Ghana doesn't do anything with their 8 million. Then you say Mauritania shouldn't take the money. No. Who will collect the money?
All right,
And
guys.
also-
Sicho, let me just ask you this.
Okay.
So, quarter. Let's bring this home so that our listeners can take something away. What do you see playing out in all of this?
I think
Yeah.
that FIFA will put a hold to all of this.
Only
Yeah.
if they lose the vote.
You think the UEFA threat?
I think we will even go to the votes. I think
Yeah,
it
you
will-
think they will release a statement even before?
Yeah, I think
Before
so.
Congress.
Because the point is, if it goes to the votes, nothing will change. The simple matter is, it's practically impossible. That 1 billion Danike gave an example of for the Club World Cup. Without the UEFA clubs, nobody was going to pay that 1 billion. It is impossible for FIFA to hit the estimated figure of 20 billion US
Without
dollars without Europe. It is not possible.
The other question is even
Yeah.
whether or not these private investors would still be interested without the European.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's my point. The point is
Yeah.
the projection. The reason
They only
they're
come
coming in
because
is because of the pool
Yeah.
and the numbers.
Yeah.
And the truth is, without Europe,
The pool.
FIFA looks like they are nothing. And it's a. You see, sometimes some facts It is true. Without Europe, FIFA is light. And that is why Europe are flexing their muscle. I also don't necessarily
And they
think
know
that,
the power they have.
of course. I also don't think that Europe are threatened of 40 million coming to Africa. Look, China, USA, a country like India, they are not poor. They have a lot of money. They have a lot of resources, human capital, and everything. Still born no money but you. So it is not that 40 million that will come to Ghana that will all of a sudden make France afraid that Ghana has 40 million to produce better players. So France and Germany and England, no, forget. Europe are not threatened by what that 40 million will do in Africa. They are not. Truly.
The World Cup has been going on since 1930. Richer countries have come.
I'm telling you,
emerged,
I mentioned
and yet
US.
the Europeans
But this
continue to
money plus
dominate.
talent.
China, Saudi Arabia. Which country has pumped money into football in the last 10 years than Saudi Arabia? We saw China when they started. Europe is not threatened by what that money will do for Africa and co. Europe is not threatened by France, England, Germany are not threatened by what that money will do for Hungary against them at the Euros, or what that money will do for a country like Czechia against China at the Euros. No, they are not threatened. Le Bled, they know that we are ballers. Our system is working. If you like, come and beat us. What Europe doesn't want to hear is that you are going ahead with this thing without consulting us.
Okay.
That is the if this thing went to the table, they went to Congress, they deliberated and discussed it, the outcome would have been different.
Okay.
So for me, I think, especially with FIFA itself imploding, with the FIFA's
with all the
advisor
resignations
happening, and Gianni knows that he has an election coming up next March, he quickly wants to do a damage control now to give himself a chance of being around for the next World Cup, in Europe and Africa. So I don't see how FIFA progresses with it. Because
but do you see a way Infantino survives this?
Yes. I see. Truth is, federations have come together that they don't want. It doesn't mean that all the MAs don't want it. When it comes to FIFA president, it will be the votes. Back.
Somebody said that the attitude of UEFA is why European clubs or European sporting or global sporting enterprises that are related to football, soccer, are less valuable than all the other
That one too is there.
global brands, like sporting brands around the world. Even though football is the most popular sport, the richest sporting enterprises are all non-football, especially like the top 10, for example. So the point the person is making is that how is it possible that football is the most popular sport in the world? It's not even close. And yet out of the top 10 richest sports franchises in the world, there is no football club.
Now, there's no.
It's because of this very attitude from UEFA where they
don't like expansion.
Not necessarily. There's nuance to this.
Yeah.
If football goes the way, if you like mention the top 10 franchises you are talking
Number
about.
one.
NFL.
Yeah, number one.
Yes.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
This is from 2015.
And they are
last year's
they are
list.
where?
2025.
They play what? They play what sports?
This is NFL.
They play what?
America.
NFL.
American football.
Yes.
Number two, Golden State Warriors.
They play what?
Basketball.
Good. Where?
$11 billion. America.
Good.
Number three, Los Angeles Rams.
Where do they play?
NFL.
Good.
$10 billion.
America.
Number four, New York Giants. NFL. American football.
Good.
Number five, Los Angeles Lakers. Basketball. Number six,
Yes.
9.75 billion. New York Knicks.
Where
Basketball. America.
USA. Okay.
Number seven.
Yeah.
What? 9 billion. New England Patriots. NFL.
Where? America.
America.
Good.
Number 8, San Francisco 49ers.
Great.
NFL. And number 9, Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes.
And then number 10, Chicago Bears.
All of them are
New
where?
York Yankees. New York Jets. Las Vegas Raiders.
All of them are where?
Washington.
America.
Did you see a cricket team inside?
The richest football club is like 5 billion. So you have to go down.
Did you see
You're not listening,
Did you see a rugby team inside?
No.
Did you see a cricket team inside?
No.
Good. Did you see any tennis franchise inside?
No.
Good. It is the capitalism of where
America.
these sports are being played. That is why we have had the most successful World Cup in the history of World Cups in America. Yet, the most expensive World Cup and far more expensive than any average football fan. The Europeans are not stupid. Africa, we are not stupid. If they employ what they did in America in Europe, the stadiums will start getting empty.
Yeah.
How many people can afford those games anyway? How many people? Imagine you are going to the AFCON and we have to spend half of what we spent at the World Cup. It won't happen every 2 years. And if you have to do that, so some things it work in certain systems, and that is why the American sports are what they are in America.
But also in America, there are soccer clubs. Why are they not rich?
Did you mention because football? I was going to come to me because football
Because
is
you
not
run football, like.
a niche sports. Football is for the masses. This sports group that you are talking about,
Yeah.
go and check their fan bases across the globe and everywhere. They are niche sports, and they have a way in America of capitalizing them for the capitalist system and making the money. But for a global sport or for a mass sport like football, you cannot run it that way. It won't work.
The first football club to enter the list is Real Madrid. They are ranked number 12 and they are worth 6.6 billion. This is Game Plan on 99.7 Joy FM, also on Hits 103.9 FM. So, listen, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a short break. We have a lot of your messages that have come in on the WhatsApp number 055 1111997. 055 1111997. Do send me a message now on what you make of the whole conversation that we've been having here on the show. 055 1111997. Do stay with us here on 99.7 Joy FM, also in Hits 103.9 FM. We take a short breather. There's more on the show, including transfers and all the moves that Chelsea and all the other big clubs are making. So do stay with us.
Hooray! The Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited's Back to School promotion is here with us once again. From the 1st of August to the 30th of September this year, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is offering a generous 15% discount on all school items, including textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and more, across all branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Winnipeg, and Cape Coast. Parents, teachers, and students, please hurry while stock lasts. For more information, call us on 0302 764 101 or 0302 764 209 or email info@kingdomgh.com. You can visit our website www.kingdomstoreonline.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
Or falling in love. It's gonna happen. It's supposed to happen. Every find the reasons why. One step back.
Welcome back. This is Game Plan on 99.7 Joy FM, Hits 103.9 FM as well. Let's take a few messages here. This one says, football can't be for sale. I think FIFA must always revisit the origination of the World Cup. It's not about money, but about culture and unity of the world. If it were about money, then those old past millionaires would have influenced it a long time ago. Football is culture, not money. Jonas from Lashibi with that message. This one says, Fent and team, I think that Gianni is trying to use his personal interest in the sports we all love without regards to ethics, which will kill the competitive ethos of the sport. It's good the major confederations are shooting it down before that funny cancer goes. Citizen Sika Togo at the University of Ghana Stadium. At the University of Ghana, sorry, with that message. This one says, thank you guys for reading exactly what was posted and the contest to the proposal from FIFA. A lot of sports journalists have heard comment on the subject matter, has been emotional, and a lot of assumptions have been made, I believe. Have been made believe. Okay. All right. Thank you for the props. Yeah, we do a lot of very impassioned analysis on the show here. So thanks for giving us props. Prosper from Dakuma says the only way proceeds from from FIFA can benefit football in Ghana is to get business-minded people with integrity to run our football. Good leadership is all it takes to make any institution or organization successful. Thank you very much, Prosper, for your message. This one also says, please, how much does it cost? Okay, I think this is an inquiry. Trying to make an inquiry. Listen, let me tell you a bit. We'll get back to the messages, so do send them to 055111997. This one says, are you looking for a job? All right, okay. If you're looking for a job and not sure where to search, Vimo keeps you connected anytime, everywhere, and anywhere. Just call 231 on MTN for free and select your preferred language to catch up on available job vacancies near you. That's not all. You can also listen to real-life advice from experts to improve your daily life. All these are available on MTN short code 231. Vimo Technologies, bringing you closer to the conversation. And also, 20 months into the Mahama administration, has enough been done for tourism, culture, and the creative arts, which promises have yet to be fulfilled? Now, you can join the 9th edition of Joy FM Showbiz Roundtable on the theme assessing 20 months of the Mahama administration on tourism, culture, and creative art. Together, we will examine government promises, assess implementation, measure impact, and discuss the road ahead for Ghana's creative economy. Our distinguished panel features Francis Doku, CEO of Maestro Africa Group. Jesse Japan is lead consultant at Jesse Japan and Associates. Olele Salvador is a pop culture journalist. Kennedy is broadcaster at Joy FM. And Asamoah Bedu is entertainment journalist. With Kwame Dazi, our very own, serving as moderator. You can also be part of the conversation. Send your questions and comments now via our website line or WhatsApp line on 055-1111-997, and they'll be read during the show. Tuning, it's on Saturday, 8th August, that's just next Saturday, from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m, live on Joy FM, Joy Prime, and Joy News. The 9th edition of Showbiz Roundtable promises honest analysis and fresh perspectives for Ghana's creative industry. All right, welcome back to the show. Listen, guys, I have a quick question for you. You know, game plan. People value our opinions. Wow, we matter. Wow. Yeah. Somebody reached out. So let's share with our listeners. Somebody reached out to me from a very important quarters to ask my opinion. Atoforsen says that you go and take the 58 million back from the FIFA money that the government expended on our World Cup campaign. However, he has to take that money from the money we'll get from the World Cup, which is the 12 million. However, the sports fund bill says all proceeds from every competition we compete in must come directly into the fund. So, at first, how does he go and collect the money? But that's a different matter. Anyway, bottom line, the question.
But it's not. How's it a different matter? Your own your own document.
Sports fund. Hold on. If we put it in the sports fund.
Wait, the sports loan.
Yeah.
The bill they took to Parliament. If you meet then you sign them. If you meet then you draft them.
No.
Is it not the same government?
So you're saying
he's going to take his money.
but at least not.
But there's also ways of spending the money. So when the money lands in the sports fund, the you were the one who did the whole.
As far as I know, Atu is going to collect it from Kets to put it into the.
But that's the
But the
point.
point is, no, Atu will collect it from Keto. He give the
No.
account to FIFA to pay the money.
Oh no. Oh straight.
No,
No third party.
No, that would happen. That can't happen.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
FIFA pays the money.
He will just
My
fire
point
the
is this. No, my
consolidated
point is
bank details to GFA that.
No, you can't do that.
What is no?
Because the sport bill law says that all proceeds from international competitions that we participate in must come directly into the sports fund.
Yes, context. See, if we agreed that I'm pre-sponsoring the campaign, when you come back, you give me back from my proceeds. you pay me back from the proceeds. All the proceeds can go. What will be left from the after the deduction?
So I have to take my 50.
Is what is realized.
Yeah, that is what will go into the coffin.
Because it was a loan.
Yeah, it was a loan.
Eh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
but
that's a problem.
It is the excess that I'm saying that.
The excess is the one that is going to the sports fund.
Yes, so he will give the account
you take
number
the-
to kids. That
I've just got a text from Richmond Roxy, Easy G Man.
right.
He says, friends, the money goes into the fund but for disbursement. So every just debt and expenditure ought to be paid.
Charlie,
So-
yeah, I'll say this. Listen, he said, Charlie, tonight you guys can't chop chibum for the joint.
Quick.
Chibum, quick.
I'll go come.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's agree that. Okay, let's agree that the money goes into the fund by law. But if it is just debt, it has to be paid. No problem. That Forcing can go and take his 58.
But wait, how much was the entire qualifying and the preparatory campaign?
That one they won't take. It's just the one that he had paid directly for the World Cup campaign.
You don't get what I'm saying.
I get you.
It is that is what will determine how much of the money will be left
get
to
you.
go
No,
into the fund.
But that
One
wasn't,
day-
guys. But that wasn't even my question. My question that the important person asked me is this: I said that Atu shouldn't take the money.
Yeah.
Instead, he should leave it, and then together with so that we still have our whole 12 million, and then we then decide to do some sort of a legacy project with the money, that 12 million. And then it can count as government's own contribution to building a legacy project from our World Cup campaign. It appears that it might be an interesting idea. So then the question is, what would you suggest we do with this 12 million?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so you go.
Atu should take his 58 first of all.
Oh, why?
It's Atu's money. It's not
It
your
is
money.
leveled. If you take 58, that's like 5 million. It's gone. It's leveled how much?
So it's not money.
A whooping 7 million.
7 million is not money. Then that 7 million, no. Look, problems are going to come. Yeah, Poland, we are going under 20. Don't pay the girls, so they should put that one aside. Under 17, the girls are going to play World Cup.
They'll pay
don't
bonuses
them.
and things.
Yes, that one too will come. So put that one aside, so that by the end of the day we don't have.
So we are
any
left with
problems.
6.
Oh, like some 6B because 1 million can settle the two of them. Now it can happen. Then the 6 million, then you can go ahead and do your. In fact, the 6 million, put some 3 million be in the sports fund because tomorrow we hear that the common people they say this. All that money is sports fund.
So then they will have nothing left to do anything.
Thank you very much. The same way FIFA used the World Cup to finance everything. We too, we should use the World Cup to finance. That's what brings the most money. So then you put some 3 down, but then it's left with 3.
Yes.
Then that 3 million is for the legacy project.
Friends,
What would you suggest?
Atu should take everything. Do you know why? 2022. This is our former friend, because this is
Mustafa, you see.
doesn't answer up my calls. So the sports minister at that time.
Doesn't answer my calls, but he say our former
at
friend.
the Croatia game
Uh,
just outside. He had come to watch
You
the
see
match.
how
When he saw me, he didn't even call me by my name. Political journalist.
Mustafa Isif, great guy. Good afternoon to him wherever he is. But September 25th, 2024, this is he speaking in Parliament. In 2022, when the prize money came from the World Cup, a portion of that, about 5 million, was taken by the government to finance our participation in AFCON. And $2.8 million has been given to the FA. Not will be given.
No, correct.
Has been given to the FA to improve the facilities and build a hotel at Pram Pram. What is that hotel?
We don't see anything.
So
I
on
to take everything.
no, fence.
You said
Until
I
they
should-
fence. No.
Okay.
Governance, yeah. You learn from what your past investments brought you. There's something called accountability. Before we have any conversation of what the FA deserves out of this for whatever needs, people need to know what the FA did with the $2.8 million they
I
received
wasn't
from government.
actually okay. That point is good, but that's
Yes.
not what I'm saying. I wasn't. You said.
Oh, you asked me the question.
No, yes.
No, but he didn't understand the question. The guy is trying to explain the question. They are not answering the question. That's
I'm trying to say that you are slightly
deviating.
deviating.
this
That's
is
all I'm
3
trying to.
over
I'm
10.
just trying to
Explain.
point your attention to what I want
Oh, explain.
you to give me.
You said you want us.
yes.
Listen.
So the government. So the 12 million.
Charlie, this
If,
guy.
if the government
I
decides.
shouldn't do so.
Okay.
If the government decides.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
that the 12 million. No. Like when we have the 12 million, what should we do with it with respect to building a legacy project? That's all I want to know. What would you suggest we do with it if we have to do a legacy project with the money? You said you don't care. Atu should take the money.
But when I said you should take it from them, you kept quiet. If you realize that my understanding was wrong, you should have explained that. No, I'm not talking about.
Okay, so now you've understood.
Build a national training center.
A national training center. One.
That's it.
Where? Pram?
No, not Pram.
But it won't cost 12 million.
It can.
It can.
12
It
million.
can. Yeah, it can cost more.
It depends. It all
It
depends.
can.
It
It
can
depends
cost
on
1 billion.
what. It depends on what you want to add to it.
Challenge.
You can.
What
Okay.
style of hotel? How many rooms? How many pitches?
A national training center, it can accommodate maybe a 5,000 or 10,000 seater stadium.
But if they don't have to, giving you
Yes.
to advise them what to do with the
That's
money.
what I've said,
You
national
won't
training
hold
center.
on. Let's say that they were not intending to build a legacy project and they left the decision to you about what to do with the money. You will say, take it. That's
Oh,
when
take
you
it
go
from
to
the
your
GFA.
default position. I should take it.
Or take it from the GFA.
Wait, Sicho, what do you think?
No, we need to build a facility that a national sports facility. I'm not really looking at football. A national sports facility. It should have hotels. It should have various
A mini stadium.
training facilities. It should have an educational part to it. We probably would need to add some money to do this a comprehensive one. And when we do this, we have a proper plan of how we are going to be rolling out talent and then training coaches and everything, right? So it will be like what Croatia does. So when you go to Croatia, for example, the football players know the basketball players. They know the hockey players. They are friends.
Squad.
Because they are all in the same enclave while growing up. You know, so I think that is what we should be looking at. It shouldn't be at pram. It should be at a place where teams, say Real Madrid can say we are coming to Africa to come in, have our preseason because we want to get some weather, kind of weather. So we are coming to Ghana.
Oh,
Like
Marseille,
right now, we
Marseille
have
are
cool
in Cote
weather.
d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
Europe is hot. Now
Yes.
we can come
So
to Africa to
Madrid-
cool down.
Friends, Marseille-
Anasa can come.
Sijo.
Ronaldo and Co.
Siju, Marseille are in Cote d'Ivoire. If the teams you are mentioning come to Ghana, where will they go?
So that's what I'm saying. So we need to build it at a place
If
where
don't come, nah, you
it should
think
be
they
at
come
Pram.
before they come
Pram
and search
one
for
is too far from the airport. The road is not good and everything. We can get a what's happening at Pram be some way. So we can get a proper land somewhere.
Yeah.
That will be fitting for this purpose.
Here's my suggestion. I would say that when the 12 million arrives, Honorable Atufortune should not take a peso from that money. Instead, we need to have a consensus. The government needs to take a lead role in this and work together with the FA and the NSA if they show competence, and we come up with a solid plan on what to do with the money. And I have suggestions of what to do with the 12 million instead of paying it back into the consolidated fund.
What should we do with it?
Number one, I think we must prioritize revamping the Winneba Sports College. That will be a judicious use of this money because Ghana's biggest problem at the moment is coaching. And I'm not just talking coaching in terms of football coaches.
Every level, across board.
We have a coaching crisis.
Across board.
Winneba Sports College used to serve that purpose. That is a place where we can train coaches across the country. Look, our football development pyramid, we have it upside down.
No,
we focus on earning the talent
Yeah.
before we focus on coaching the talent.
Yeah.
When you go elsewhere, like in Spain, they focus on the coaching, then the coaches on earn the talent. That's how it should be. We lack coaches. Look, our basic schools, all the PE teachers, they should have fun. Yes, they should have not just foundational. Hold on.
The basic school don't even have pitches where PE teachers can work.
Yeah, you don't
There are no
understand.
teachers.
You don't understand. Look, you see the point is, coach. You see, I don't know, coach. Sicho, I have a question for you. No, I have a question for you. So because we don't have classrooms, teachers can't be at certain schools.
Because we don't have classroom, teachers won't be at certain schools.
But they are there.
Because there's no sports facility.
No, but I'm
Schools
telling
are
you.
not playing PE
But I'm
practice.
saying no. But you're giving a choice here.
Yeah.
Would you rather have teachers teaching at schools and the trees?
No,
Or-
obviously.
Good.
not.
So I would rather have coaches coaching children on Sakura Parks than not have coaches and have other people still teaching children at Sakura Parks. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying Winneba can solve that problem for us. So that at the basic level, at the foundational level, anybody who is coaching a primary school team, a JSS team, has
The DNA.
Yes,
The DNA
has a coaching badge, because that is the most critical part of the football
and
education.
they are coaching.
It
If
is
it's
there.
football,
Yes,
they are coaching.
and it yes,
DNA.
and every single
If
one
it
of them
is
should have that DNA,
athletic,
and that
the
DNA
DNA
is taught at Winneba Sports
Yeah.
College. So there is no doubt whatsoever in anybody's mind what our football DNA is, because everybody teaching it has gone to school to learn it at Winneba. Because if you go, look, there was 1978, even our national team was camping at Winneba. I had a conversation with Tony Bafu yesterday at an event, and he told me, he said when he received his first call up in 1991, they took him straight to Winneba. Now we can't take a national team player to Winneba. So we've always had the model. It's there. We've just abandoned it. Let's fix Winneba. That would be the biggest legacy this government can leave in terms of coaching education. And that place, athletics coaches, boxing coaches, table tennis, basketball, all coaching education will take place there. And you will also have an academy house. Actually, it does have one, and it has hostel facilities. You can come national team players there. And as Sicho rightly mentioned, like the Croatia example, you would have track and field players growing up with football players. Track and field athletes growing up with football players, growing up with basketball players, all of them bonding on one campus, because there's one campus in Ghana that has everything. That's Pram Pram. Why have we abandoned it? Why have we abandoned it? There's a great opportunity for us to fix it, because that fixes coaching, the coaching crisis we have at the moment, and it fixes a talent issue. So all the best players can always come there. And if we have enough money, I would say build that hotel facility. Even if it is a 40-bed hotel facility, let's do it. Because the national teams accumulate on average per week 1 million Ghana cedis in hotel bills at Alisa every time they come to camp. How long can we sustain this? The only reason we even spent 58 million in preparing for the World Cup is because we didn't have facilities in our own country to prepare for the World Cup. So then we ran away to Wales, and then from there we went to Virginia. And because of that, we couldn't even stay home to play a single one good farewell match. All the serious countries played farewell matches at home before they left for the World Cup, because they were camping at home. We can't camp at home because we have no facilities.
Our big brother Sami Bato says that I see how quick we have to recommend infrastructure investments. Any national facility that Ghana invests in must include an additional $2 million ring fenced for facility maintenance and improvement. If not,
that is where the 40 million comes in.
You know what to yeah. Oh, but the people who are going there, they'll pay fees.
That's what I'm saying.
If you are going to Winneba College, you pay
Look,
fees.
let me give you
all the instances.
People, they used to pay something, yeah.
Guys, let me give you a story that will bust your mind. Yeah? And this is, look, when you say FIFA gives the countries $2 million to prepare for the World Cup, and when we say that FIFA takes care of airfare for the players and a certain contingent number, when FIFA purchases the ticket, FIFA calculates the tickets from your home country to the tournament destination and back to your home country. Because the assumption is that every serious country will be coming from their home country, and then when they finish, they are going back to the home country. We can't do that, because why? We never go from our home country, because when we are preparing for the World Cup, we can't sit in your home country. So in the end, we end up paying more for the ticket, because we have to pay more, because FIFA will calculate ticket from Ghana to here and back is $1,000. You have gone to camp in UAE to here, and here is probably more. You have to pay for the difference. And that difference will come from your preparatory money. So all of these things have implications in cost. Let's spend the money, but let's spend it on things that will last, that will have a legacy. And I think it is Winneba's time. Winneba Sports College is its time now. If all of that 12 million will even go into Winneba Sports College in fixing it, it could address a huge chunk of all the problems we have in this country. So it is what it is. And that's my piece this afternoon. Thank you very much, guys. I think
I will take the money.
Is it what?
I said still I will take the money.
Yeah, and Uncle Benunu Mensah, he sent a message. He says, have we factored in how much the government has spent on the team on qualification matches for over 3 years before the World Cup? Yeah, there's that part. But that part, obviously, they write it off because we play all kinds of campaigns and never qualify anyway. So when we don't qualify...
Why is government team who should
Yeah, like, for example, we played 6 AFCON matches, we didn't qualify. So the money, nobody goes to take it back. It's a bad debt, it's gone. So as for the qualification spending, that one, they always write it off. Like it's always been the case. Anyway, so thanks for listening. Thank you very much. Achita Makolo, say something. Go on.
Yes, we're starting Joy Sports Invitational on August 29.
Yes, that's it.
That's 5 Saturdays from tomorrow.
Correct.
So after tomorrow, 4 Saturdays. Yes, that is the day it is happening. Thank you very much for that.
August 29.
Go and tell your HRs and your bosses and your colleagues, senior managers that they should come and sign up. I think there is a deadline for registration to end. We'll communicate that in a bit. But yeah, we're having the Joy Sports Invitational Saturday, August 29, as always at the University of Ghana Stadium.
Yeah, and if you want to sign up your company, there's a simple number to call. You can call Slevin, and Slevin's number is this, right? Call Slevin on is there what? Yeah. Call Slevin. Let me just give Slevin's number and then we can go. Okay. So Slevin's phone number. Call him to register today, right now. Sign up your company. Sign up your company. Okay, sign up your company for the Joy Sports Invitational. Call Slevin on 0242 376 445. 0242 376 445. My name is Fentio Tahir Fentio. Thank you, Sicho. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Achu. That's been Game Plan. We're back again next Friday.